Okay, welcome back. This is going to be the part two to the walkthrough. The first video we did, just to recap, was the installation and the first update. The last video was part one of our walkthrough, kind of looking around Plasma. And we're going to go ahead and continue that in this video. This will probably be the last of the walkthroughs anyway. The idea of these is to just kind of show you around KDE Plasma 6 and see if this is something that you would be interested in, especially if you're coming from like a late Windows 10 or Windows 11 kind of operating system. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. This is obviously Firefox. It works just like any other Firefox. This here is going to be our file manager. It can be resized. I personally do not use this templates directory, so we're going to move that to the trash, and I don't use the public directory, so we're going to move that to the trash. I am also going to go ahead and remove the videos directory because I won't have any videos on this computer, so I'm going to get rid of that. Right click, we can empty the trash. I'm going to put a check mark here because I already know that once I delete something in the trash, it's going to go away. So I'm going to empty the trash. What I'm going to do is hide this section here. What this section here is these are your hard drives. And I really don't want to interact with them directly. So I'm going to go ahead and hide that section. I don't care about my recent files. And I don't have any network shares, so we'll go ahead and remove that too. This removable devices is the USB thumb drive that's plugged in, so we're going to leave that visible. So to pin things over here to your quick taskbar, all you have to do is find the item you want. You're going to right click and then choose add to places. And I like to do that with all of the folders that are in my home directory. Just like that. And then I can drag this trash can. I'll drag it all the way to the bottom, right there. And there you have that. All right, so let's go ahead and change this wallpaper out with something that's a little more custom. So let's go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and use this here, and I'm going to use 1920 by 1080 wallpaper. We're just going to pick one here. That's all we're going to do. Something that's pretty cool. Valentine's Day is coming up, so let's go ahead and we'll use that one there. I'm going to download this, and there we have it. It's downloaded. So to change the wallpaper on the desktop, you can do that a couple ways. You can either go into here, go down to wallpaper, and then browse to it, and it'll add to this list here. But it's easier if you just go ahead and go in here. I'm going to right click, I'm going to cut. Actually, I'll do it even easier now. I'm going to drag and drop that from downloads to pictures. I'm going to move it. That's more of a Windows kind of thing. So as you can tell already that there's a lot of similarities between Plasma and Windows. So from here, I'm just going to right click on this and choose set as wallpaper. Now I have noticed a little bit of a bug. I can set this as the desktop wallpaper, the lock screen wallpaper, or both. However, if I choose both, it does not change it on the lock screen for some reason. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and do that next. So we're going to bring our control panel back up. That is going to be found in colors and themes, and that's going to be on the login screen, or SDDM. Okay, I'm going to click the center button right here where it says change background. And notice it still has that old original wallpaper there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load from file, go to pictures, and I'm going to choose our Happy Valentine's Day picture there. Click open. Now when you look at it, it's the image that we want. I'm going to go ahead and click apply. Now the reason why it's asking for the password is changing that lock screen password, or that lock screen setting, wallpaper in this case, is a system-wide thing, so it has to be done as an elevated user or administrator. So we'll go ahead and put in our password, and once that's done, we're good to go. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to demonstrate that to you. So we'll go ahead and log out. And once we log out, notice the background is now that wallpaper that we want. Just also like Windows, you can actually restart and shut down without logging in. I'll go ahead and log back in here. All right, so on the start menu here, I have this current kind of menu. I have recent applications and I have recent files. If you want to clear that out, you can right click and choose forget all applications. But if you're like me and you don't care, you can just hide the entire section, just like that. You can also remove things from your favorites, which is what this bar here is. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. And there you have that. Okay, so unlike in Windows, you don't have to install third-party software to control what your menu looks like. You just right-click, choose Show Alternatives, and it comes with 3 different widgets automatically. This bottom one, the application menu, is the one we see. This application launcher is the one that ships with Fedora, and this is the default one. I changed it earlier. And basically, you can browse through your applications this way here with your power options that are already there. If you're coming from Mac and you prefer that launcher or that launchpad, you can do this application dashboard, and you might feel more at home with that. Personally, I don't. I want the application menu. Yeah, it missed it. Come on now. Right click, Show Alternatives, Application Menu. There we go. All right. So let's talk about Discover real quick. This is actually a software center or software store. It's similar to Apple's App Store or the Windows Store. And you can install software directly onto your computer from here without having to go Google where to find it, that kind of thing. And of course, it's not every application ever created is in here, just the most popular ones. So if we'll go ahead and do V and C here. You can choose where we get it from, whether we get it from a Flatpak or from Linux itself. We'll talk about Flatpaks a little later. I'm just going to go ahead and install it. And when it's done installing, I'll actually be able to launch it as soon as it's done installing. Down here in this corner, it went by pretty quick, but down here in this corner, it'll tell you how far along the status was. So I can go ahead and launch it, and I can go ahead and watch my videos or whatever I want to do with that here. Same thing with any of these other applications. These are just the most popular ones. You can go in here and choose education. You can choose games. What kind of games do you want? So don't think that just these are it. It's not. You can do Plasma add-ons. You can do all kinds of stuff in here. Desktop effects, cursors, comics. It's not being very nice right now, is it? Office. You can do LibreOffice right here. That's a Flatpak. I don't want to do it through Flatpak though. I would rather install it directly natively. So if I do LibreOffice and find it there, let's go to here. Looks like Flatpak's the only option that you have here. Flatpaks are actually kind of important to Fedora, so we'll go ahead and talk about it real quick. There's basically three different kinds of applications. The 3 most popular kind of applications that are different than like just the normal repositories that come with the distribution. Ubuntu has its snap packages. Fedora has Flatpaks, and then there's a third one called app images. And one thing that they all have in common is they're all self-contained and portable. So if you download LibreOffice, all of the dependencies, everything that is required for this application to run comes included in the binary itself. You don't have to worry about any kind of dependencies by installing them from a repo. Some people prefer this, some people do not. If you have 2 applications that require the exact same dependencies, you're going to end up with 2 copies of the same dependency. So you can actually use more disk space this way. However, To some people, that doesn't matter. Play around with it. It's up to you, however you want to do that. For now, we're just going to go ahead and exit out of here. And we'll go ahead and close out of this altogether. I don't normally install through Discovery. I actually install and prefer to install from Red Hat's RPM repos and go from there. I'm more of a purist in that way. I don't really like the snaps, flat packs, or the app images. I'm not saying anything bad about them. It's just my personal preference. All right. Looks like LibreOffice is already installed anyway. Multimedia, internet, graphics, games, that kind of thing. Power session, you can switch users, sleep, restart, shut down, log out, just like you can on Windows. Here's your search feature here. You can, just like with Windows, you click on a start button, or sometimes there's a search box next to the start button. This has the same functionality. You just type in what you're looking for, and you can open it from there. So our current version is 6.2.5, and we're using 6.12.11 as far as our kernel goes, and we're running Wayland. And on this little bitty box here, we've got a 14th Gen i5 with 8 gigs of RAM running UHD 770 graphics on a Dell Optiplex Micro form factor 7020. So that, I think, is going to round this video out. We're sitting at just shy of 12 minutes. If you like these videos, you want to see more, make sure you click like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. Leave a comment below. Tell me how you like Plasma, or maybe you don't like Plasma. Let me know in the comment section. We can go ahead and discuss it, and see you in the next video.